There is nothing that I can learn from this woman. I don't know why everybody was so crazy about her. Hi and welcome to another favorites video. So today I want to show you a lot of cool things. It was actually too much that I wanted to show you, so I just split everything out so you don't need to watch a super long video. And I will start with something that I was super happy I had while I was traveling in Asia. In fact, I didn't take it with me for the entire trip. Also, I didn't take it with me when we moved to the Canaries for, I think, 7.5 or 8.5 months last year. But I used it before and after, so I didn't need to do a particular thing that you normally have to do all the time when you are a woman and you are interested in being hairless. Meaning like your legs and arms, under the arms and or wherever in the bikini zone where you don't want to have hair. And I love to have a hairless body. I just really love the feeling of having no hair except of course here on my head and my eyebrows and my... what is this? The name of this? Exactly, so this is what I want to have, and all of the other hair I just don't need. And I'm super happy that I'm actually a blonde person. So I don't have too much hair on my legs, but I had dark hair here on my calf, and of course I have dark hair under my arms and also in my bikini zone. It's not like super dark hair, but like a dark blonde. And it's actually dark enough for me to get bothered by little hairs that are looking like they would just like to pop out any moment. Like, you know, like when you shave, you still have the little black dots. Even if you don't have black hair, they somehow look black in comparison to the pale skin under the arms and also in the bikini zone. So I got myself, and this is really a long time ago, so this is a very old thing, and I'm sure by now you get much better things. Where's my grammar? I don't know where I left my vocabulary and my grammar. They just disappeared because I came to Germany. I'm so happy I can talk German now all the time, so I forgot everything I learned in English. So this is a very cool thing. So if you get this one, I can highly recommend it because it's very old now. I got it, I think, around the Egyptian Revolution. It was 2011. And it still works really good. And I started to use it on my skin. It's something that you just go through your entire skin wherever you have your hair. And it just works with light. It's not a laser, and it removes every hair that you have under your skin. So how it works, you just use it, I think at the beginning every second week. And later maybe every month, or for example like me, twice a year. So at the beginning you need it a lot, and then later you just your body just stops producing all the hair. And it works with light. It's no laser, and I am not really sure what the long-term effects will be because it's still to be discovered. It's a new technology, but as far as I have researched, it's a very safe thing to use. So I just started using it, and I was so happy because when I got this 2011, I was still a belly dance performer, and for me it was the worst thing to lift my arms in an elegant way and then have the little black dots, even if nobody would see them. I was just so perfectionistic, so I even wore makeup on my entire body. So this is how crazy I was. So even if there would be like a photographer very close to me, I wanted to make sure that I look my best. That's why I'm very happy that I don't perform anymore, so I can just lead a natural life and don't care about obsess about my image so much. Another very cool thing that I found when I came back to Berlin was that we have actually drinking tap water. You don't have this in the Canaries, like in the south of Europe, and also not in Asia, nowhere. And I really love the luxury to have water running from the tap that I can drink. but actually the Berlin water is so hard that I didn't like to drink it in the recent years. We always had delivery service of water in glass bottles because I hate plastic, I hate to pollute the planet. And this time I wanted to try something new, and it's a water filter. And because out of the research I found that water filters always tend to build colonies of bacteria, and then you need to change the filter, and everything just seems so complicated. So I said, why don't we just start with a little thing like this, where we just put water in and then it runs through, fills with water, and this one is actually by a company who also remineralizes the water, so you get magnesium inside. And so far I really love the quality of water that I get out of my hard Berlin water. Hard water means there's a lot of calcium inside and it tastes bad. It also has leaves you with a feeling of you're still thirsty, you can't ever drink enough, and you're also not so interested in drinking because it doesn't fulfill you. And with this thing, I really love it. It just tastes so good. I'm drinking so much now. And I even prefer this water over water like Evian or other brands that I have bought for myself when I was just on the road and thirsty. So this is really something cool, and I will get myself the Essence of Belly Dance. I maybe have it seen in my shop, refillable bottle, and then I will walk around with this one because it's really cool. And I don't know about whether the minerals are better or whatever, but when I go for what my body really loves, it loves this water, just plain tap water from Berlin. And another thing that I got from Asia, basically the idea is from Asia, and it was popular all over the world already much longer, but I always thought, oh, well, this might be so complicated, I will not be able to do it. And it's matcha. Like matcha, the green tea, this little powder that you need to buy in a very good quality so it tastes really good. And then I saw matcha latte here and there everywhere, and finally in Asia I just got to try it and I fell in love with it because I didn't order just tea, but I just got little muffins or little, little pastries with matcha latte, and it tastes so good, so much better than normal green tea. And I thought maybe this will be something that will help me again get away from drinking too much coffee, because too much coffee is very psychoactive on me. If you want, I can make a video about how coffee works on me and also on a lot of people who maybe not notice it, and then wonder why they have so many mood swings and other problems in their lives, but it's actually might be caused by coffee. So please, it was for me. And I really love the taste of coffee, and whenever my husband gets himself a coffee and I just drink a tea, even if it's with milk or with hot chocolate, and nothing fulfills me as much as coffee. But there's something matcha latte. This is not the brand that I will be using in the future, it's just the brand that I bought here because I just stumbled upon it on my first shopping spree. When I arrived in Berlin, I was just stocking up on everything I wanted to eat in my home. So I just bought this, but now I found another brand on Amazon with great reviews and also organic quality like this one, but a better value for money. And so if you want, I will link it down below, but I didn't try it yet, and I will only link it if I have tried it and I also really liked it. It will come in the next few days, so you will know if it's good when I link it. And how this works, it's not so complicated as I always thought. It's actually super easy, and I don't do the traditional Japanese method, which is maybe a faux pas, but it's just something that I found good for me because I don't want to own much stuff, and it's maybe also something that I would like to travel with and do it at home wherever I live. So, but let's see. I will show you what I mean. And I will also show you how I do it and how it works. I will not go into the kitchen with you, I will just show it to you. So I have a very profane, mundane little thing that looks actually quite beautiful, and it's very cheap. It was, I think, 8 or 9 euros. It works like this. And with this thing you can just mix the little powder that is matcha, and this one actually looks good. It's very, very healthy, nice cream. I love it. You just take a teaspoon of this and put it into a glass or like a teacup or whatever you like to drink your tea with. And I find a teaspoon of very good quality tea is very good with 200 milliliters of liquid. And I just put like so much water in it, and then I stir it a little bit with this little device. And then I also heat up, and at the moment I have soy milk, but also almond milk works very good. What I don't like was rice milk, my default drink normally, because I love rice milk with chocolate inside, but with matcha it's just, wow, it just tastes really bad. And also the consistency is very important. So soy milk gets quite creamy, but it's not the best, I think, for my body. Somehow I think my body doesn't like soy milk too much, but a little bit it can have. And so I also heat up a little bit of the soy milk, and then I stir it up with this, and I get a really beautiful creamy drink that I love so much. I love it much more than the coffee that my husband is having. So first I was just drinking this wherever we went out for breakfast, because we were always eating out somehow while we were in Asia. And now I do this at home, and I don't feel envious of my husband who got this coffee. And this is really, really great. So I'm happy about this. And yeah, I love it. Another thing that I would like to show you is finally that I came to Berlin, I could order my own Essence of Belly Dance t-shirts. They're not t-shirts. What's the name of this? Muscle shirts or something. And I am of course curious how the products are, and I want to tell you the truth about the products, so I want to test everything. So I got this one. It is by the former American Apparel brand, I think, and it's organic cotton in the dark grey color. And then I got this one. This is like the standard, not organic cotton, and it also has a little bit of a different shape. And what I personally prefer on myself is the fit of this organic thing, organic cotton thing. And also I love it that at the back it has a little bit like of a muscle shirt cut, while this one is more close. So this is not so much what I like, but I think both colors work well, and I also want to test other colors. Some girls have also a different kind of grey, like a more like a textured grey. I really loved it. So Daya had this, and one girl also got dark blue that I also like, but I also want to try to work with bolder colors. And yeah, let's see what comes out of this experiment. So far I'm very happy, and I'm also happy that you are getting your t-shirts. And if you have your t-shirt, let me know how you like it. Another thing is a book tip, and it's a book where I actually thought, I don't need this. I don't need to learn from this. I already am a minimalist, so my life is simplified AF. There is nothing that I can learn from this woman. I don't know why everybody was so crazy about her. Her name is Marie Kondo, here on my Kindle, and The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying. Maybe you have already seen her somewhere on TV, or you have seen her YouTube videos, and there's so much stuff about her, and I really, for me, I thought, well, this is all obvious, I don't need this. But a friend of mine really said that, yeah, you might actually learn something from her. So I got myself the book. It's a fun read, it's really cute, and she has a very radical philosophy, and I will just share like 3 basics that I found very, very amazing, and that might inspire you to also have a look into this book. So first, with her, everything is somehow animate. Like, it's a very spiritual approach. She doesn't say like spiritual stuff, but she sees everything, like everything that is around you, as an animate object. So it has his own feelings, and everything that you have around you should fit to the life that you want to lead. So the first exercise is you just write down how you want to live, how you want to feel, and what kind of lifestyle do you see yourself leading. And then you just, this is like your North Star, and you're always aiming towards this kind of life. And this was of course not new for me, blah blah blah, but I did the exercise anyway, and I just loved to go with this kind of mindset through everything that I had. And then you just go through everything that you have, and you see, you feel, and you really feel the energy and see, does it spark joy in my body? Like, all that my method is about is feeling everything in your body, and now I really see, like, how do I relate to this particular item? And if it sparks joy, and sparks joy is such a great, everybody wants to live in a sparkling, joyful way. So if this sparks joy, it's really for you. You want to keep it. And if it doesn't spark joy, but you think it's somehow useful, you just need to check in with yourself. So if it doesn't spark joy, you should not keep it. And then there's a process, like, for example, there's like something somebody gave you. So you have memories of your grandma, or you have, like, you always had it and you think it's very useful. Or what I had a lot is things that I thought they were valuable because they were of cashmere, or like, you know, like gifts from my mother. And then I thought, like, they're so valuable, so I want to treasure them. But then when I felt, or like, I put them in my closet, and then I thought, actually it doesn't spark joy when I look into my closet now. Then I just decided to give it away. And this is actually very freeing, not to just rationalize everything and just, because I was always thinking, I want to own as less things as possible. But this is not what actually sparks joy, because when we went to Asia, I also just took some essentials with me, and then when I felt like I need more things that are more suitable for the climate, or like for the lifestyle that I'm having there, which I didn't know how exactly will my lifestyle be, what exactly will I do there daily. Then I went and shopped for some things, but I really kept it very like small. My wardrobe should always be like only just like 3 dresses or something. So if you look on my Instagram account, you see that I have just a few clothes, because I just was so obsessed with this minimalism, and I still love it, but it's not a cage for me anymore. So now I am just much more inspired to get things that spark joy and that make me feel in a particular way. Sounds obvious. You can read this in any Woman's magazine, but somehow my perception changed with Marie Kondo, and I really love now everything that I have. And I also had some essential where I thought this is just a very essential piece, but it didn't spark joy, so I just got rid of it. It didn't make me feel as I wanted to feel, you know? So I just got rid of it, and I really loved it. And another thing about the book that was really mind-blowing for me was that whenever she enters a house, like her house or the house of clients, she greets the house. And actually you can do this with me now, like feel the energy of the house and the room where you are sitting in. And when you really feel the energy of the house and think of it as an animate object, like a living thing, it just feels so good. You can maybe think it's stupid, but whatever makes you feel good. And for example, for me, I think this is somehow spiritual, because it connects you to the divine that is underneath, in between, in everything that we are. It is just such a beautiful way of being, just walking around and always feeling like the energy of the space that you are in. And when you really feel into it, it's somehow always loving, it's always embracing you. not every space, of course, but the spaces that you are in, that you cultivate, where you have your stuff, and you know what I mean. So this is really remarkable, and yeah, this woman is really very brave for doing her work. I really fell in love with her. So, and this wraps up my favorites for now, and there are more favorites coming soon where I want to share more things with you. But before I will do this, just let me know if you enjoy this and what you think about all the stuff that I have shown you, and just let me know so I know what kind of things you would like to see from me. And yes, if you want to be notified about new videos, you need to press the bell and to subscribe. And also visit me on social media, and let's just stay connected. Leave me comments, thumbs up, whatever you like, and see you in the next video. Bye!